Well, I never know.
Sunday Soak, as always, is powered by More Than Dawgs, northeast corner of 34th and Shields. My Sox, what they got going on right now there?
Right now, they got good fries. They got fresh fries. They have churros. They have a churro plate. So if you want to get some little bit of like dessertness after the game or before the game, however you do you, go right over there. It's awesome. They drizzle it with chocolate syrup. Local marijuana expert Brewhand Luke says it is fantabulous. So please go over there and check that out.
Awesome. Beautiful. We have a guest today. No Trees E. We're in the Missing Trees E formation. We've got Josh Nelson.
Hello.
He's got the captain's hat on.
Cameron, I wanted you to say,
ahoy! Ahoy! Now, this week we caused a little bit of problems on the internet. Or should I say I caused a little bit of problems on the internet. My sex summer and I decided it was a good idea to do the Sunday Soap questions anonymous.
Yep.
And I started giving a little taste of the anonymous questions, and all hell broke loose. So too bad that we're going to answer your questions today. We got 13 on the board. The only non-anonymous is my man Billy Wires, who closed the show like usual. Little short. You have to go underhand. What you need? Which one you want?
Mountain Dew.
Know that Mountain Dew?
This is going to be quite the hangover.
So we got 13 questions for you.
Nice.
Anonymous question number 1. Who is the biggest beta cuck out of these people? Sammy Davis Jr. 5K, Senor Sox, Billy Wires, or Carrie? My Sox Summer, the floor is yours.
Okay. I know what a cuck is because I said it very many times.
So Jeff passed. I don't know if Jeff knows what it is.
He does now.
He does now. You helped him out. Yeah.
I made sure he knew. A beta, as all as I know, is a smaller VHS tape.
Yeah.
It went over.
Yeah.
So the smallest person out of all these people is Sammy Davis Jr. 5K.
Yeah.
So he's probably but they says the biggest beta cuck. Billy Wires. Billy Wires is probably the biggest beta cuck.
Easy enough. Nelson, you got thoughts on this?
I think Billy Wires actually has beta cucks swimming in his pool now. I've seen pictures.
Breathing. Yeah.
That's saltwater life.
Listen,
salt life.
Yes, slut life. When it comes to starting shit on White Sox Twitter for no apparent reason, it's Sammy Davis Jr. 5K.
There's no question.
He's the biggest beta cuck.
That is true. What's funny about him is he manages to cause trouble to almost everyone.
He does.
We get along great with him. And I even asked around. I didn't know him in the neighborhood. He's from Bridgeport. I am too. I'm a little older than him. Yeah. We never met each other. Yeah. But I know almost everyone he knows, and everybody vouches for him. It's wild how popular he is amongst these people, and then on the internet, everyone hates his guts.
Here's my biggest insult. Sammy Davis, you would fit great in Wisconsin. You are so fucking passive-aggressive behind people's back, but so goddamn nice to their face. If you need to move again, I recommend Wisconsin. You would fit in with the Scotties.
Ooh, a little too deep there, myself.
It's always in the pooper.
You know what? The only guy on this list that's ever really pissed me off with something is Carrie. I don't want to say exactly what it was, but I'll tell you this. We almost left Carrie out of 108 Tourney. He pissed me off so fucking bad. And I told Brewhand Luke what happened, and he's like, oh, yeah, fuck that guy. We'll leave him out. And eventually we were like, okay, all right, it's Carrie. We'll let him back in. So that motherfucker pissed me off really bad. So I'll put him, even though I like Carrie, but he just got me mad. All right, anonymous question number 2. I think my section will have to answer this. Why Stevo is terrorist?
Oh, dude. I mean, why?
What's up?
Exactly.
Yeah, why is he?
What's his problem?
I'm
America's one of the greatest fucking one of the greatest fucking countries in the world. Why you gotta be a terrorist, Stevo?
Yep.
Well, everything he did on Jan 6?
Yep.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's why we don't see him that often.
Probably because he's from Rockford and a white rapper. That's why.
Absolutely. Josh, any thoughts on that, or is that not a perfect answer?
I think that's a pretty good answer, as my Sox Summer is completely blocking the camera.
Yeah, she is. That's why I wanted to get the fuck out of the way. Stop touching stuff and just grab something.
Yeah.
This is why you sit in the back, by the way, usually. So, Treasy and I can man all this stuff.
You know, Gabe is a firm believer that Stevo is a terrorist.
Yeah, and I believe Gabe. So, I got
Yeah,
no reason not to believe
Why
Gabe
would
on
you
this.
never believe Gabe?
Yeah, of course. You got
I
to.
wish you would have asked that question.
Yes. Well, we don't know who asked that
That's
question.
right.
Stuff to know. On question number 3. Now, this is usually where we would put White Sox Sal's question. I always put him third. So go ahead with it.
If it's you, go fuck yourself, Sal.
Okay, sounds very good.
Yeah.
It says, when the White Sox Twitter civil war finally reaches its pivotal moment, which one of you is most likely to be the first one to join the opposition, headed by known shit stirrer Billy Wires? By the way, this is totally not White Sox Sal. Okay. Good to know. I'll start. I'm very friendly with Billy Wires as it is, so it probably would be me.
Yeah.
Like I have a very good relationship. Actually, I almost went up to the Wires compound a couple weeks ago to swim around the pool. Didn't make it. He invited me out there. Couldn't make it. I had some other shit going on. But so yeah, Billy's my boy. Look, I'm Tracy and I talk about this all the time. One of our best friends growing up, and you're not
best friends.
Yeah, well, and best friends. You know him very well now, Polish with extra onions.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, he was like my best friend. Most of the people that I was also friends with hated his fucking guts. So I'm used to being in the position where I have friends that fucking hate each other. And it doesn't bother me one bit.
Yeah.
I don't care. You don't like that guy, that guy don't like you. I don't give a shit. I get along with both of you. We'll go with it. So it's probably me. I'm probably crossing the
100%.
you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no question. Yeah. All right, on question number 4. And I think I'm going to direct this one to Josh Nelson since he knows this best. Is it good business for White Sox Twitter podcast to block people from tuning in, regardless of how they interact? Or is it their objective to have as little viewers as possible? Is it good to block your viewers so they can't watch?
Well, they can still listen, they can still watch. They just don't really follow you on Twitter. They don't interact with you personally.
Okay.
I've been doing this for 10 years. You will find out that the people that you block on Twitter don't listen, they don't watch, they don't interact, they don't read anything that you do. So it's just a very silent way of saying, you don't ever have to interact with me again. This is clearly something that you want. So here you go. I am doing what you want. Oh, nice.
Was that it?
No.
So is it good for business? There are some people that will say, no, it's not good for business, but it is good for your mental health. I will say that. And good mental health is good for business.
You know what I'll say? Sometimes the people that run their mouth the most and are the loudest and sometimes need to be blocked usually don't buy shit. So it doesn't even really matter.
Right.
So.
I mean, I agree with you guys with thoughts on Twitter, but I think this was a little more directed towards like comments in your actual show.
Yeah.
Messing with you a little bit. And for me, I love it to be a free for all. Even when fucking Beer Garden Jim shows up and tells a stupid story about him meeting his wife for the 50th time. I'm for all that stuff. I'm not blocking you. I'll let you in there. That's good. It's chaos. I love it.
But they're contributing to the show, right? The comment section contributes to the show. On Twitter
it's
or
different.
other social media platforms, it's like, dude, if you hate me and if you just hate follow me, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to fucking block you. We both get what we want. You never see my tweets again, and I never have to interact with you.
I'm giving you the best gift ever.
Yeah. Why are we complaining about this? This is what you wanted.
I like getting blocked. It's fun. There's only one person that I think has me blocked that I know of.
Who?
L. Wills.
That's also my fault.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 5. And we're going to do this one as a group because I don't want to throw, we only could throw a few people under the bus here. Out of all White Sox Twitter podcasts, which ones are you for putting in the submarine and hope they implode and never come back? It says pick 5 and be honest, don't hold back. Now, we did a version of this question before.
Are there even 5 podcasts active?
Well, that's a good question, right? I think Treasy and I both agreed last time we would dump the Sox on 35th podcast out there.
Yes.
We like those guys. And I was hanging out with Duke yesterday, but it's like their 14th try at doing a podcast.
Yeah.
It's just like, you don't have to do a podcast. Like, not everyone's got to fucking do one. So I'll start there as them one.
Okay.
You got someone, MSS?
I don't think that Sons of Anarchy do a podcast anymore. So, let's just get rid of them. I like those guys too. Yeah. But I don't think they do it.
It's also, at this point, a horrible name for anything related to White Sox.
Pretty much.
You couldn't have tied your thing to something worse. You know what? Actually, you could when White Sox Dave ruined Dan Apollo's career. That's the only worst one I could think of when they did that.
That's what they call a twofer.
The twofer.
Yeah, that was ill timing. Not as well. I understand the concept, but it didn't work out.
It didn't work out. Josh, you got another one? MSS, you got another one?
Let's see here. Let's go with Believe White Sox. They don't really produce anything anymore.
Yeah.
Somebody told me, hey, the Believe Network, Jeff Blum does a Houston Astros show, so I checked that out. We had Jeff Blum to start the season. He's a really cool dude. Still watches and follows the White Sox.
Yeah.
But I saw the Believe White Sox podcast. I don't know if a business model of producing an episode once a month is great. So we can just go ahead. And nip that in the butt now and kill that one off. So that's your third one. Believe White Sox.
I think that's a fine choice.
Stevo has nothing left to do in White Sox.
Yeah,
we killed his 2 White Sox.
Yeah, we killed both of his shows,
but that was the Carrie show.
It's Carrie and Steve.
Carrie and Stevo? Yeah, that's right. Sorry, Carrie, we're bodying you twice.
Carrie,
and
you're just
Stevo.
getting murdered.
You guys are getting totally screwed here. Okay, so that's
Well,
3.
produce some shit. I'm sorry. I'm in my 3rd drink. Produce some shit.
Shove out there. Now, I don't know that I want to necessarily kill either of this guy's podcast, but I do want to give him a vasectomy so he cannot produce any different new podcasts, and that's Nick Morawski.
Oh,
you're stopped at Good Guys Talk Back in lockdown. No other shit.
Yeah,
No more. You can't make a 3rd one. All right, you're done. You stop.
Yeah,
all right?
just do Locked On.
Or just done talking. A White Sox podcast. Done talking. I'm just gonna grunt.
Okay, so we're killing Good Guys Talk, and I like Pat too. Pat, I like you. Maybe you should just get on Lockdown more, and then there you
Yes.
go. You
Yeah.
get down to one.
Consolidate.
Consolidate the podcast. All right, so we got 4, so we just got to pick one more. One last one that we got to kill.
Yeah, I'll do this one. White Sox talk. Ryan, you know I love you, bud.
Wow. Wow.
Let's just say there are some contracts that are expiring in October 2024. So we all know that everyone has to kind of reconfigure what you're doing in the next year and a half. Let's just nip this in the butt now. Let's get ahead of this and let's start a new show.
I'm glad we didn't have to cancel Jason Benetti's podcast that he always starts and they advertise the shit out of it. Like, I feel bad because Jason's the best, and it's like, here's the new podcast the guy's doing with Len Casper. It's like 4 episodes and it just dies. Like,
what do you guys think about this?
It just killed itself. Like, we didn't have to do nothing.
If we would have had that, we'd been sitting we'd be riding a gravy train with biscuit wheels, fucking advertising at the park, advertising all our NBC Chicago sports. It would be everywhere. People would be listening to our shit and being turned off by it. But that's okay. We would have gotten paid.
That's true.
I got a chance to talk to Bob Odenkirk, though.
That's pretty good.
Maybe that's what that was. It was a front. The podcast was a front, so Jason Benetti and Len Casper can hang out with Bob Odenkirk.
I like that angle. That's good.
I don't blame them.
That's absolutely fine. All right, Anon question number 6. It says, you've often mentioned 108 is welcome to all. But let's be real. Who's on the list of people you wish you could forbid from visiting the section? So I have a general thought about the type of person. It's the people who are obnoxious with doing the wave. If we could ban all those fucking people from our section, I would get rid of them in an absolute second. MSS, you got something?
We can only handle one person that can't handle their alcohol, and that's Wally Money.
That's correct.
So I don't like having people there that are totally slosh drunk.
Right.
That think that it's like, oh, you guys are just the wild and crazy guys, so I'm going to whip my dick out. No, we don't do that. We haven't done that in many years.
It's very tame for as much as we drink.
So, it's like, I don't like that. I like the regular, casual, alcoholic drinkers that are just nice and chill. Not everyone who's like, I'm going to get ball blasted on fucking New Year's Eve and just go, drive my car around. Like, I don't need those turns.
99% of the people that come, though, as they sit behind you guys as these ticket holders, very kind. They do it right.
They're
they
beautiful.
go in
Yes.
like, hey, are you Beef Loaf?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a big fan. John Lynch yesterday, right?
Yeah. Came through and
great example. He's got Red Sox gear on. So he comes and says, hey, I just want to say I'm a big fan. Can I get a quick picture with you guys? My Sox Summer, can you take the picture?
Yes.
100%. I want a picture of people in the cheesy. A great no. Don't come in and be like, oh, what a wait, guys. You know what? No, I'm going to sit in between Chirizi and Beef. No, first of all, that seat is reserved for either Bonita or Mrs. Beef Loaf.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that in the section. If it's empty, that doesn't mean it's available for you to sit.
It's a buffer. Yeah, that's a buffer seat in that. Yeah, that guy who came and sat between us, he was drunk out of his mind, so he violated my Sox Summer thing. Yeah. I'd eventually kick him out. And I don't like kicking anyone out of the section, but I will kick your fucking ass out if I need to.
Was that yesterday?
No,
it was hilarious. It's like, all right, it's time for you to go.
I was nice about it, right, Josh? I was nice about that shit. God damn it. But I mean, that's basically it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just handle your booze, be friendly, and mostly everyone is friendly to each other. Yeah. And we had another question that I didn't use where it was asking about, like, how do you look at your section, like, people who you can tell don't like each other or whatever. Look, when you come together for some 108 shit, everyone generally behaves We generally don't have any problems with anyone interacting with each other. So if you don't like that other motherfucker, just stay away from him and enjoy the people you do like. So I think in general, people are cool in the section. Come down there, especially even outsiders, people from other places coming through here. It's generally a chill time. So there's not many people we'd forbid.
Unless it's 108 Day Live, then fight away.
That's right. Fisticuffs everywhere.
Hey, get Josh a drink.
Oh, yeah.
You want another?
You want one of these
Sure.
guys? Let's do it.
This sandwich is going to be awesome.
It's going to be wonderful. All right.
Just hydrate.
And on question number 7. Did you stop doing drafts because White Sox Dave and Barstool stole your bit? Okay, first, I'll say drafts, in my opinion, as far as like content, are just for everybody. They're for the streets.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to fucking use that lever, that's not really stealing anyone's bit. Unless you're doing something really unique, which nobody really does in drafts. We occasionally have a wild ass draft no one would ever dream up. Like, those are kind of unique, but drafts in general are just like, they're out there for you. Just take them. If you got nothing else to do, fucking do that.
Yeah,
so why do we kill our drafts, honestly?
Because I fucking hate them. They're fucking stupid. They're one of the stupidest things ever. Music festivals, draft shows. I mean, not shows, but well.
Yeah, you mean it.
Like this draft in general. Like, no, I was fine, and I've been on that show.
Yeah.
And he put me on the show that the two things I hate the most: drafting and music festivals, which was just great all around. But
no,
no,
you for not being able to say no. You are such a slut.
I can't not say no.
Well, yeah, you killed them. You said we don't want to do them.
It's amazing that you don't like him because you have one of the funniest draft moments in From the 108 podcast history, and he didn't even actually use it in the draft.
No.
Biggest bust ever, the Titanic, which is so timely now.
That was my
It was on your dumplings. Oh my God. And all people remember from that draft. They don't remember any of the picks, just that shit.
The Titanic. And I guess you could put an Ocean Gate right there.
We didn't know about it back then, unfortunately. All right, and on question number 8. It says, if you trade Brewhan Luke to another White Sox Twitter blog or pod, what or who would you get back in return?
All right, I can start this one off. I'll trade you one redhead for another redhead. I will trade you P-Knowles for Brewhan Luke.
No way. Not a single. And I love P-Knowles, but I got way more output out of Brewhan Luke.
Come on. P-Knowles.
Way more output.
That is true.
P-Knowles don't show up to the
P-Knowles is loved.
He's loved. He's got like
He's
one
loved.
blog he's written in the last 6 years. Come on now. Let's
He
writes the grades blog, and that's the only shit I see from him all year.
I would have had an audible groan when he posted about how disappointed he was in Tim Anderson. Like, that was just too much. That was too much for me. I'm
we would have to sit down like,
listen,
you're going to have to chill this out a little bit here. You know,
like, I'm sure every single one of your childhood heroes stuck it in somewhere where they're not supposed to. So, like, just because you know about it, like, doesn't make it any better.
There's one that we know about that people would be heartbroken if we
yeah.
told everybody about that shit. Not so good.
No,
I think it's hard to trade Brewhan Luke because, one, I don't know what blogs are looking for wild ginger that throws PB&J sandwiches to the crowd.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. And
Uncrustables or Uncrustables? Uncrustables.
Are they Uncrustables?
I think they're Uncrustables.
They have no crust.
Yeah, there's no crust,
crust.
so you can't
Oh,
uncrust them.
damn, that Twitter's doing numbers, and I used it wrong.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, no,
It
I
doesn't
wasn't
matter.
doing that.
The video is doing great out there on Twitter. But as far as output, there isn't another motherfucker walking around that can help me with the 108 tourney bracket like Luke can. And I've tried to have other people help me. I've tried to leak information to other people, like get stuff hyped up. That all failed. Luke is the only one who is willing to get in the mud with me the way you got to do this shit. So like, I just don't. There's no one else who can handle that task. So for that reason only, I think it would be hard to trade him and get something back that we could really benefit from.
Yeah.
Like what 108 really needs, we need a behind the scenes person to cut video and make smaller pieces and put out on Twitter, to cut audio and make smaller pieces on Twitter. We need the technical person. We don't need another mouth. Like I always said this before, you would take My Sox Summer Treasy over me if you were trying to pull someone out of the 108 because everyone has a fucking beef loaf. You got lesser beef loafs than this beef loaf.
You can host now.
Everyone's got a guy who just says stuff like that.
You can host now, though.
I do have one. I finally started to develop a skill. I'm not great at it.
Yeah.
So tough to trade Brewhan Luke. I don't think that if we were trying to trade him, I would want someone who could do a lot of technical stuff. Right. I don't see that person.
What if I add Ted? The sport guy.
I love Ted.
Oh, no.
You see, I
I
love the sportical shit. Even though I'm terrible at it, I do it almost every Saturday just because it's so fun. That's just a one-trick pony, though, man. Like the fucking I don't know. There's still not. The 108 tourney is a generator for us. We got to get that right. And so,
if he knows what it helped, because he's doing fucking goddamn Lent. He gives up for the Lent.
That's right.
And he's never around for the goddamn tourney.
Just eat fish and chips. You don't got to
So damn it. He knows is like the Sox machine Tim Anderson. You think he's got value.
A lot of talent.
Fucking trade him right now.
All right, on question number 9. Who's more horny? Gabe, when he's in the bleachers with his ladies, or my sex summer at Cork and Carry on a Friday night?
Oh man.
I'll start here. I think it's Gabe just because he's a younger man. Mm-hmm. He's in his 20s still. My sex summer's pushing 50, man. He's got quality horniness for a almost 50-year-old man. But you can't keep up with a guy whose libido is flying like that in his 20s.
No. And as far as I know, Gabe's never ventured in to the below the equator. Okay. So, like, I mean, you can't match that.
Okay.
Think about how you are.
How do you know that?
Well,
he's just guessing.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
I'm just saying guessing right now until we turn the cameras off.
Okay.
But I think it's been tweeted several times. I think he got in a fight with one of his cousins because he got called a virgin.
Oh, okay.
I read his book. If you haven't read Gabe's book,
it's on Amazon.
You should read it. It's good. He's going to have a second book coming out soon, he said.
And I'm also doing Bearstown show over the All-Star break. So you can catch me on there.
This is becoming the new Matt Ramsey Power Hour promotion.
No, I'm going to be on there.
You were supposed to be on like 2 months
ago.
ago.
No, I was not. No, we always said we needed the middle of the summer. Okay. It's always been a plan, so it's happening.
Good.
Any disagreement here, Nelson?
Well, I don't know Gabe that well. He's in the bleachers or what ladies are being said. But by my Sox summer, I've been to many Cork and Carries Friday nights for my Sox summer. I will say this: the dude's got game.
You don't want
it. But it's a little bordering inappropriate. Let's just put it that way. I'm just saying the rule of 7 is a rule for a reason.
I'm glad someone called you out on your horniness. You son of a bitch.
Take your age, divide it by half.
Oh man. I gotta have fun. I gotta keep this shit fucking popping with the young kids. Like, I'm the only one that, like, people actually...
You, Drew and Luke, need to adhere to the rule of 7. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Okay.
Oh, man, he's making fun of your old ass. I love that shit. God damn it.
All right. Old well, soon enough. Wait.
All right.
Wait. I've been married in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so what? It doesn't mean he's hitting on 20-something.
No, I'm not hitting on anybody.
All right, on question number 10. With recent reports showing that 35 to 40% of men are now uncircumcised, can you speculate on members of the 40-man roster and their foreskin situation? Okay, I was thinking about this a little bit. So we got to pick who we think the anteaters are on the Sox roster, the 40-man. I would think this skews younger, right?
Wait.
The older guys are circumcised, right?
Probably.
The younger guys.
40%
of men are now uncircumcised.
What the fuck? Wait a second.
There was like a whole movement.
Yeah.
There was a whole movement.
It's genital mutilation was like the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's like,
you
know.
So we're not vaccinating babies. We're not uncircumcising them.
No,
we're not circumcising.
We're not circumcising them.
Yeah, no. Well, not as much circumcising. You know, there's still some
Holy
circumcision.
shit.
There's still, 60% of us out here that got we don't have anteaters.
Well,
Word from under cheese.
Let me look around. You guys are all cut. So,
Yeah,
but we're talking about the White Sox roster. So I'm going to say the younger guys. Okay, let's throw a couple guys out there and see if you think they.
Jake Berger.
You think he's got an anteater?
I do.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. He's definitely snipped.
You think he's definitely? Why do you think he's definitely snipped?
Because I would say because he was born in America.
No. You know what? I don't think there's
not only Jake Berger. I'm going to go Lance Lynn.
Well, that's an older guy to have an anteater.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm going to go with Lance Lynn as well.
See,
I just don't turn on his female fans if they knew that he's got the full trunk.
I don't think he'll let us.
I wasn't even names, Okay.
We all know.
How about some of the younger guys?
So I think
Jose Rodriguez just showed up. He looked like fucking Daryl Boston's kid.
Oh, okay. So now
I
would say the Latinos are mostly uncut.
Mostly uncut?
Yep, that's what I would say.
Well,
all the Latinos are
no, wait.
Really? Well, but your age, right?
We're old.
It's a Catholic
young
thing.
Latinos?
Well,
It's a Catholic thing.
Okay.
So the Latinos, because Catholicism is huge, I would disagree with you. That's why
they're cut.
I'm picking the Southern boys. I'm picking.
Yeah,
I'm going to Southern
that call.
direction.
I like that.
Jimmy Lambert might be another one.
Anteater.
Lucas Giolito.
Ooh, I don't know.
We could probably find out that one.
Well, and he grew up with quite a bit of money too, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know where it divides as far as like socioeconomic. If there's more, if you have more money,
This would be a lot
choose
easier
not
if
to,
you
or-
knew that there was a Jewish White Sox player.
Look, here's the thing. If all the Sox players just whip their dicks out and we just have to guess who's who, I think we do better at this.
Oh my
We're
God! Well, of
struggling.
course, just by the size of the legs.
Yeah, that's right. All right, on question number 11. It says, for someone going to the game on Sunday, what's the best way to introduce themselves to the 108 game?
Hi.
Exactly.
We just talked about this.
Yep.
You're gonna walk down to road 13. You're gonna be like, "Oh my God, are you Beef Loaf?"
Yeah.
And he's gonna shake your hand. He's gonna greet you with a smile, give you like half a hug, and that's the way to do it.
Okay, I'm only doing half. Let's preface this though. I'm only doing half hug because
You don't
it's
know
a
these
sweaty
people.
day too. I don't want to get you, sweated up because I got sweat pouring on me. I noticed that yesterday. I was like, I got to do a light hug at the tailgate because I'm
Yeah,
sweating.
he's being kind. He's giving you half hugs because he doesn't know you, and you could be a complete asshole. So he's protecting himself.
I always
That's why he's
preface-
giving you half a hug, unless he remembers you on Twitter. So
Yeah.
if you introduce yourself, hey, this is my real name, but on Twitter I'm so and so, and if he likes your shit on Twitter, then you get the full embrace.
Full hug.
Yes.
Full hug.
If he doesn't know who you are, you get half.
I may even cup your butt cheek. You never know.
No, I always preface the hug with, "I'm really sweaty right now, just so you know." And then they're always like,
You're
"That's
always
okay, get over it."
Yeah. You see, that's how horny you are.
I am sweaty. I'm a sweaty guy.
All right.
It's healthy.
On question number 12. How many times has Beef Loaf tried to get the guys to do a skinny dipping, all nude version of the Sunday Soak? How the fuck do you know we're not nude right now?
Yeah,
That's
right.
all.
Let me stand up.
When I saw this question, I'm like, you can never see anything below, chest level. How the fuck do they know anyway?
Right. We are naked.
If these dudes showed up and they were naked in the tub, I wouldn't really say anything. I'd just continue on with the show. I don't care.
You would know if we were naked because we'd accidentally make wood and it would be popping up.
Bless your heart, Vino. All right. And the last question.
He's in the forest having fun.
He is?
Yeah, electric forest.
And
Holy
enjoying
shit,
himself.
he's that electric.
Yeah, yes. That's why I told us he was going to be in the game.
Speaking of people too old for the environment that they're at.
Oh, why are you so judgmental, Josh?
Because I've been to electric forest. He's too old.
He
He's
says
old, man.
that. He actually says that. But I think he took.
But you know what? He's probably one of the 10 people there that's actually there to enjoy the music. The other 99.99% are there to do ecstasy, Molly, fentanyl.
Are Molly and ecstasy the same thing?
It depends who you get it from.
Hello. We're learning a lot about drugs right now.
Education. All right, go ahead.
All right. Our final questions from Billy Wires, closing the show out as usual.
You get it?
No.
And William says, please choose who you believe is the most hated monster on White Sox Twitter. Is it Sammy Davis Jr. 5K, King Mac,
Oh, shit.
Ben Shapiro,
Oh, shit.
or Billy Wires himself? I saw some of your first.
Man, I mean, in the whole grand scheme of things, it's Ben Shapiro, right? People fucking hate that guy. In our little group, I would say King probably gets the most hate out of all those people because everyone really hates him and he doesn't really help himself. But yeah, I would say in our group King, but I would say on the large scale, it's definitely Ben Shapiro.
On White Sox Twitter.
Yeah. White Sox Twitter. Sammy Davis Jr.
And this
5K,
is
King
tough.
Mac,
You could make a
Ben
case
Shapiro,
for.
Billy Wires. They're all.
You could make a case for all four.
Yep, you sure could.
Because Billy pisses off anyone that's religious on White Sox Twitter. He's up there, probably one of the most blocked people. We actually know someone that's as close to us that is blocked.
Yes, we do.
Sammy Davis, we already talked about how he just loves pissing off everyone, and
Yeah.
he's probably a Scotty at heart.
Habitual arguer.
King Mac, man, dude, shut the fuck up. Like,
Well,
OPS is not. I
thought about him as a
I'm
choice
sorry,
here.
Matt is not racist.
But I
King
don't-
Mac.
But there's a level of he's such a blowhard that people stop caring what he had to say. There's only a handful of people he still really pisses off.
Right.
So I don't think he's really in the running that much. His viewers don't give a shit.
How much of White Sox Twitter? Speaking of guys who are uncircumcised, Ben Shapiro.
Wow. Anteater, beautiful.
Is very Jewish. I don't know how much of White Sox Twitter follows Ben.
Yeah, I don't.
I know he's a self-proclaimed White Sox fan who got caught in HD, let's say not 4K, in a Minnesota Twins hat.
Yes.
So you kind of lose your White Sox.
Bad form. Yeah.
He has all the teams, Josh. He just loves baseball.
That's poser shit.
It is poser shit. That's
you know,
good. Yeah.
Billy, I'm sorry, man. It's between you and Caden Mack, I think. Honestly, he's the most hated monster on White Sox Twitter.
You guys should start a podcast.
It's different demographics here, man. I gotta imagine Billy is more blocked than King Mac. So on a technicality, I'm gonna go with Billy Wires being the biggest monster in White Sox Twitter.
I'll be honest. I have it between Billy and Sammy Davis Jr. 5K, and I think the only difference is like Sammy Davis Jr. 5K will argue with anyone to the fucking death.
Yeah,
and that makes you more hated because of the level of pettiness. Billy will go out there and act like a lunatic that he is, but a lot of it is there is some like direct hatred, but a lot of it is just I'm an idiot. I'm gonna post idiot stuff. It feels more lighthearted to me. Whereas Sammy wants to argue you out of your whole entire soul. So I think it's Sammy Davis Jr. 5K is the most hated monster. I think he's hated by people
so
who
he's
you
the
think
biggest beta cuck and the most
hated monster.
Yeah.
I think
on White Sox Twitter.
That's a fabulous way to end this.
All right, that's it. That's our show for today. Head over to More Than Dogs. Hit them up with 34th and Shields. Let's get how about we get a series win? Would that be okay?
Let's go, Tanner Biggs.
Woo! Cheers. Thanks so much. And my producer's going to end the show right now.